A day with the Lord is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as a day.
主呢看千年如一日，一日如千年。
The rabbis have taught for thousands of years that man would have his time of rule and reign upon the earth for 6,000 years, and the seventh millennium, the Messiah would reign.
数千年来呢，犹太的拉比们一直在教导说，人呢，他们呢会掌管这世界6000年，但是到6000年，但是第7个6000年开始的时候，
Among Bible believing chronologists, there are very few that would dispute this following statement that I'm
很
going
多
to
圣经
make.
的编史年代的学者呢，他们也没有否认这个事情。
Creation was around 4,000 BCE, before the common era.
所以呢，创世纪呢，第1章第1节呢，是差不多主前4000年的事情。
We are now about 2,000 of the common era.
所以呢，我们现在呢是已经在主后的2000年。
The year 6001 began the seventh millennium, the day or millennium of the Lord.
所以如果从创世开始算第一天的话，当这个公元就是说创世以后6001年的第一天，其实你就进入第7个千禧年。
And even a second grader can add 4,000 and 2,000 and see that we're around the year 6,000.
那就算你是2年级的学生，你把4加2，你就知道说现在已经差不多6000年了。
But the Christian world can't count big numbers like that.
但是很多基督徒还不太会算数，
We have a real problem.
我们真的有问题。
Jesus said that there would be just one sign of his authenticity.
那个耶稣呢，他又讲说呢，这个世代他只有留下一个神迹给这个世代看，
One sign and only one sign.
单单一个神迹而已，
It's a sign of the prophet Jonah.
就是讲到约拿的神迹。
As Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the great fish,
就好像这个约拿在3天3夜在那个大鱼的肚子中。
Yeshua, Jesus said he would be 3 days and 3 nights in the earth and raised on the third day.
耶稣也是说，同样的，他也要3个晚上、3个白天呢，在地底下，然后他才复活。
Yet we have been taught through Rome that Jesus died on Good Friday.
但是呢，我们从罗马天主教来的那个教导的影响，告诉我们说，耶稣是礼拜5那个钉十字架的。
Which is the day that Dagon, the Assyrian fish god, is worshipped.
那个是叙利亚的所谓的大滚弓鱼的神啊，鱼头的神，他们就是在礼拜5敬拜他们。
And I grew up eating fish on Friday in public school in America.
所以呢，我就故意呢，在这个公立的学校，每个礼拜我就吃鱼。
And that he arose on Easter Sunday.
然后呢，我们又被教导说，耶稣是在那个 Easter 的那个复活节是礼拜天的早上复活的。
This is the day that Nimrod's wife, Semiramis,
这个呢是在那个这其实就是宁禄的儿子啊，宁禄的太太叫做 Semiramis，
was sent back to the earth in a giant egg, which landed in the Euphrates River.
那个他死掉以后呢，他被那个照神话来讲，他是被放在一个大的蛋里面，然后把他送回来地球，是降在那个幼发拉底河上面。
The egg broke open and out emerged Semiramis, reincarnated as Easter.
然后呢，然后那个蛋呢就开了，然后呢 ，Semiramis 就跳出来，然后呢就是成为所谓的 Easter 的由来。
The naked sex goddess who turned a bird into an egg-laying rabbit.
然后呢，他又没穿衣服，所以呢，他的那个，然后呢，他第一个行的神就是把一只鸟儿当场变成一只兔子。
In Israel, that's who Easter is. We know who Easter is.
所以呢，我们在以色列人这些近东人全部都知道，到底你讲 Easter 这个字是代表什么意思。
And in America, they try to tell us that Jesus got up on Easter Sunday.
所以，但是在美国，我们被错误的教导说，我们是耶稣呢，就是刚好就是在 Easter 的礼拜天早上复活的。
Here's the problem.
现在有一个问题。
Einstein couldn't get 3 days and 3 nights from Good Friday to Easter Sunday morning.
如果爱因斯坦呢都没有办法从礼拜5开始算到礼拜天早上，可以求得3个晚上跟3个白天的话，
So if we can't count to 3,
那有谁能够有办法数1、2、3数到完呢？
There's no way we're going to be able to count 4,000 plus 2,000.
所以我们如果没有办法去了解3夜3天，耶稣这个1、2、3一定要符合这个3，我们都算不到3，那我们对2加4等于6000年，我们也看不清楚了。
See, a lot of things got added into Christianity that came right out of Babylonian sun god worship.
你知道吗？在我们的基督教的信仰里面呢，是被掺杂了很多从巴比伦而来的所谓的拜日头、拜太阳神的。
The scriptures tell us to earnestly contend, fight for the faith that was once delivered to the saints.
所以呢，圣经的经文教导我们说，我们要为一次交付给圣徒的使徒的真道极力辩护。
As Paul presented, that the word of the Lord is supposed to come out of Jerusalem.
就像刚刚我所分享的那个耶和华言语必出于耶路撒冷。
But most of us have grown up hearing the word as it came out of Rome.
但是呢，大多数我们长大在这个习俗里面呢，我们所听的是从罗马来的。
I am here to present the word coming out of Jerusalem.
那我在这里，我要把从耶路撒冷来的言语带出来给你们。
More than 20 years ago, I moved to Jerusalem
20年前，我移到以色列去住，
because I could not learn what I needed to in America.
因为我在美国呢，我觉得我没有办法被很真实的教导到，
And I'm going to take you on that journey with me.
所以呢，我要带着你去跟我一起经历我所经历的。
Tonight, we're going to start.
我们今天晚上就开始。
Several years ago, we had 150 people come out to a Friday evening.
在我过去的服事里面，有一天呢，有一个晚上呢，第一个晚上是150个人来到我的讲。
They went out and called their friends and family.
他们听完以后，马上晚上回去都打电话给所有的亲戚朋友。
450 people showed up the next morning.
隔天早上450个人出现了。
We don't have room for all of you to invite 20 people.
所以呢，我们这个房间不够大，所以请你不要邀請超过20个亲戚朋友过
But
来。
you need to make sure the place is filled up tomorrow morning.
但是呢，当你听见今天晚上的呢，就请你呢带一些朋友过来，明天把这个房间给他坐满。
Because I'm going to take you on a journey with me.
因为呢，我要再带着你跟我一起来走这条属灵的道路。
In Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians,
帖撒罗尼迦前书
chapter 5, verse 1.
，OK， 对不起，是那个第5章第1节。
I remember it takes me twice as long to say anything tonight.
哦，今天我讲话要速度变慢。
I had to shorten some things down. But of the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write to you.
讲到那个季节跟这个节期呢，你们不需要任何人教导你们。
Why was it not necessary?
为什么不需要任何人来教导你们呢？
Because everyone in that culture understood God's reckoning of time.
因为每一个活在那个文化里面，他知道说神是怎么计算那个日子跟节期的。
And the word seasons is moedim in Hebrew.
在英文里面都说 season 啊，这个季节这个字呢，其实呢在希伯来原文是叫做 moedim。
These are the feasts of the Lord.
它直接就是等于是在指耶和华的7个节期。
Paul says the feast of the Lord are prophetic shadow pictures of good things to come.
所以呢，在这里呢，保罗就在讲说，这个耶和华的7个所定的这个节期呢，是未来将来要成就的美事的影儿，美好的事情的影子。
These believers in the first century knew about the feast from when they were babies.
所以呢，他们这些，因为他是活在这种的犹太文化里面，所以他们从在第1世纪的基督徒里面，他们从小就已经明白什么是那个耶和华的节期。
But we've all been raised in a culture that knows nothing about God's reckoning of time.
但是呢，我们是在一个不知道神是怎么让来计算他的耶和华的节期这样的文化里面长大的。
We read about dates in the Bible.
我们就圣经里面讲到日一天。
And if you're a pastor, you read past it real fast because you don't have any idea what it's about.
那如果你是牧师，你一读一天你一下就读过去，因为你没有不晓得这一天是什么意思。
And you hope nobody will raise their hand and ask.
然后如果没有人问的话，就 OK。
The feasts are something that, again, we know nothing about in the Christian world.
所以我们在基督徒的这个世界里面，我们对于所谓的这个耶和华的节期呢，所知甚少。
Who has really taught us about Passover?
谁是真正被教导过那个逾越节的真正的含义呢？
The Day of First Fruits.
还有呢，初收节呢？
The 7 Sabbaths of the counting of the Omer.
还有那个七节要数到那个那个五旬节的那个7乘7的。
The Feast of Shavuot, Pentecost.
就是五旬节这个节期。
Pentecost didn't start in the book of Acts.
五旬节这个节期不是从使徒行传开始的。
It started in Exodus.
它出埃及记就开始了。
But we've not been taught these things.
但是我们没有被深刻的教导过。
The Day of Trumpets, just last week.
吹角节呢，就是礼拜天晚上，上礼拜天晚上开始。
The book of Deuteronomy says to especially remember that day.
申命记吩咐我们说，你们要特别要来遵守这个日子。
The scripture says to remember it forever throughout all your generations.
从世代到世代，你们要记得这个。
But we've all been raised in complete ignorance of these things.
但是呢，我们对这完全无知。
And yet the New Testament tells us these are shadow pictures of good things to come.
但是呢，新约圣经教导我们这些事情是未来将要成就的美好的事情的影子。
They are the mechanism whereby the Almighty tells the end of time from the very beginning.
然后其实呢，耶和华神的设计这个节期呢，就要透过这个告诉我们从创世以来呢，那个时刻呢，他就已经命定要成就的美好的事情。
There are 3 times we are commanded to go up to Jerusalem for the feasts.
一年3次，我们耶和华神吩咐我们要上耶路撒冷守节。
And we are to never to celebrate those feasts in our own cities. We're not to celebrate the feast in our own cities, but to go up to Jerusalem.
而且呢，那个地点呢讲得很清楚，不是在你自己所居住的城市，而是到耶路撒冷去。
Why?
为什么？
Because the feast of the Lord is what the Messiah will fulfill, and he will do it in Jerusalem.
因为呢，这里面的深奥的意义就是说，这个耶和华的节期呢，就是弥赛亚耶稣呢，他所将要在耶路撒冷所成就关乎救恩的事情。
God wanted all of his people to be there when it happened.
所以呢，耶和华神呢，就是要所有人都在那里当亲眼见证这事情的发生。
Yeshua fulfilled the spring feast of the Lord.
耶稣基督第一次再来的时候呢，把春季的四个节期呢，全部应验了。
And he fulfilled it exactly how we rehearsed it in the temple for 1,000 years.
而且呢，他所应验的那个细节、那个场景呢，是千年来在圣殿里面祭司所执行的这个仪式里面所有的细节全部应验。
It is detailed in the first 4 Gospels.
然后那些的细节呢，是写在那个the first four，
First 4.
在那个四福音书里面。
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
四福音书里面
is the record of Yeshua fulfilling the spring feasts.
基本上呢，他就在告诉我们，耶稣是怎么样来应验、成就那个春季的节期里面所有的细节，他的预言的层面的他的应验。
The 5th Gospel,
第5本福音书
the book of Revelation,
启示录
shows the Messiah fulfilling the fall feast of the Lord.
就是在告诉我们说，当耶稣基督第2次再来的时候，他是要怎么样来准确、精准、全面的应验秋季节期里面所有的细节。
But if we don't know about the feast, we can't understand either the Gospels or the Revelation.
但是你要明白福音也好，你要明白启示录也好，如果你不明白耶和华节期的含义的话，那你就没有这一把钥匙去明白。
I'm not going to tell you stories about Jesus.
我不要告诉你耶稣的平生的故事。
I'm going to tell you what he taught.
我要告诉你是耶稣是教导了我们什么。
Because he said to find disciples and teach them what I taught you.
因为耶稣说你们要去使万国做我的门徒，凡我所教导你们的，你们都要教导他们。
So I found some disciples.
所以呢，我今天发现了一些门徒在这里。
And I get to teach you
然后
what
我
he
就
taught.
开始要教导你们
And
耶
we're-
稣所教导的
Bible prophecy is being fulfilled right now in the land of Israel.
那个圣经里面的预言呢，就在这个时候呢，已经在以色列一直在应验当中。
But most Christians think the next thing that's going to happen is the return of Jesus.
那很多人就在想说，下一件要发生的事情就是耶稣要再来。
No, there is a lot more that is going to happen.
其实不是单单这样子，在他要回来之前，有很多事情要发生。
There are legal prerequisites to the return of the Messiah.
其实呢，就好像法律上所已经规定好的，必须要那些条件必须要先被符合，被先应验，那他才能够才来。
The prophets are very clear, and Jesus was very clear about the things that would transpire before he returns.
所以呢，耶稣自己还有那个先知们，他们也讲得很清楚，就是说有这一些的事情呢，有这些事情必须要先发生、先应验，他才会再来。
These things are beginning to happen right now.
然后这一些事情呢，现在就开始在发生了。
Every Arab nation that was friendly to Israel, every single one,
每一个现在的中东，只要是对于那个以色列友好的国家，
has now been taken over by the Muslim Brotherhood.
现在呢就已经被那个恐怖组织呢，就是那个穆斯兰兄弟会，在这些国家里面全部执政。
When we pulled out of Iraq,
当美国从伊拉克撤军，
we left behind 2,300 armed Hummers.
那个悍马2300部的悍马就留在那个伊拉克。
That's why ISIS came out of nowhere, because we equipped them.
那这是为什么那个 ISIS 呢这么快就攫取？因为他们攫取了很多美军所留下来的这些武器。
Our president, undercover, gave $1.5 billion to Iran to help them to build their nukes.
这几个月前奥巴马政府所跟伊朗所达成的这个协议呢，他们秘密的给了他们14亿的美金，而且解除他们对于那个核武的限制。
His assignment from the Muslim Brotherhood is almost complete.
他从那个穆斯兰兄弟会呢所领受的任务几乎快要完成了。
It is going to result in thermonuclear war in the land of Israel.
这即将要造成以色列呢这个地方呢会经历所谓的核子战争。
I'm going to take you to the scriptures that the prophets described the nuclear warheads.
在这个特会里面呢，我会带你去来研读这个经文，这个圣经的经文里面特别讲到这一场核子战争。
This is going to shake the entire earth, and that's why I'm here.
这个呢将几天来改变这个世界，所以今天很重要，我在这里要传讲这个讯息。
This is not a sweet baby Jesus Sunday school lesson this weekend.
现在我们不是在讲一个非常那个温和的很可爱的那个耶稣的故事。
I'm not here to waste my time or yours.
我不要浪费我的时间，我不要浪费你的时间。
The brimstone is about to hit the fan.
所以呢，就好像当初索马恶魔一样，同样的这个所谓的硫磺火石，很快也要下来了。
But God has left a testimony in the earth for this day and time.
这就是为了要末世，要在这个时候要所做的见证。